It's time to do the triangle blocks on our October cuties. Hey everyone, Cristin Sam here. So yesterday we finished up our inner borders and we did the center blocks before that, so it's coming along great. Today we get to do those triangle blocks. So the triangle blocks are always the biggest part of the Cuties table toppers. So just buckle in. We've got 4 hoopings for these. If you haven't joined in this project, don't forget you can order from our sponsor, My Girlfriend's Quilt Shop. Here's a link right above here. Click on that to be able to order your fabric kit for this project. So the triangle blocks, let's go over what we need. There's not too much today. Most of it is actually embroidery. So grab your packet. If you made your packets, the triangle blocks are on page 35, I think. I don't know, I wrote over the previous label, but let's see here. 37, sorry about that. Page 37 is the triangle blocks for today. All right, so let's talk about our supplies. So we're going to start with our main fabric. Our main fabric is this really huge piece of fabric. It is a very light cream, almost a grayish cream with lines on it. Hopefully you can see that well. And we're going to start with this. We're going to have just 2 pieces, and they are going to be 13 by 13. Really huge 13 by 13. I definitely recommend backing it with fusible stabilizer for sure, because this is a really, really big one. And then we will subcut, and I'll show that in a photo when we get there, but you're going to subcut from one diagonal corner to the other, and then we'll have the 4 triangle pieces. Okay, so 4 triangles. For now it's just 2 pieces that are 13 by 13 of our main fabric. All right, and then we have the applique glitter. I didn't cut mine because I figured I'm going to just go ahead and lay it down and trim it, and because we're doing one at a time anyway, so I'm just gonna leave it and then I'll have all my extra. But if you want to pre-cut it, you absolutely can't. We're gonna have 4 pieces that are 1.5 by 2, and this is for the bat. All right, so it's a black applique glitter glitter vinyl. I can say that well. Glitter vinyl. All right, 4 pieces, 1.5 by 2. And when we use it, don't forget you have to take off that top coating. All right, this is just a top piece of plastic on top of it, so you make sure to take that off before you use your glitter sheets. All right, and I'll try to remember to show that again in the photo when we get there. All right, so again, 4 pieces, 1.5 by 2. Since we're going to do 1 triangle at a time anyway, I'm just going to put it down, trim it, and then use it for the next one. And then I think I'll have a pretty big piece left over, but we'll see. All right, so the black applique glitter is for the bat, 4 pieces, 1.5 by 2. And then we have our mylar. I didn't cut that either yet because again we're doing 1 at a time, so it doesn't matter too much. But the vinyl is, or not the vinyl, sorry, the mylar and the vinyl are in your embellishment kit for the Cuties project. So I'm sorry, in the fabric kit. It comes with our fabric kit from My Girlfriend's Quilt Shop. We got both the glitter and the mylar in our fabric kit for this month, for October. All right, so it's a big piece of mylar. You can see that hopefully. And we're going to want 4 pieces that are 3.5 by 6. 4 pieces, 3.5 by 6. So you would just subcut this larger piece or just put down 1 at a time and use it. That's what I'm going to do on this one. But either way will work. So the mylar, it comes with our fabric kit from My Girlfriend's Quilt Shop, and you want 4 pieces that are 3.5 by 6. And that's it. Those are the only products that we need for the triangles, because like I said, it's mostly embroidery. We are going to need our batting as always. So our batting, it's rectangle shape. All right, 4 large pieces of rectangles, and these are going to be 7.25 by 13.5. 7.25 by 13.5. 4 pieces, 1 for each of the triangle blocks. All right, and then we are going to quilt this using triangle bat. triangle bat. That will be fun. I have to think about if I want to. I'll probably do it in like a cream color since I already used black on my center. I don't want it to be too busy, but I'll have to think about that. I really like how I've got the black bat standing out on this, so you could do it. The other thing to think about though is that there's a lot of wording on these triangle designs. So it's going to say no tricks, only treats. And if you have the black bats underneath there, it might make it difficult to read. So I think I will have my bat quilting be a little bit more subdued on my triangle blocks, but that's my choice. You do what works for you. I'm leaning toward like a cream color for the quilting. All right, I will share information on the threads. There is a list of thread colors underneath this video in the video notes. I picked out one specific for the triangle blocks that has like a bright orange and a bright purple, a little bit different. So I added, it does have in the book, it tells you the threads needed, or it shows you a picture so that you can choose from your stash if you choose. And I added a couple of extras for this one because I wanted bright colors for the design, the no tricks, the wording on there. So like on my inner borders, I did a darker orange, but on the triangle blocks, I chose a brighter orange. So that's what I'm talking about. All right, so one other thing is that we need to make sure to move that design. We will have our quilting, and then we will have that no tricks embroidery design, and we're going to have to rotate it and get it lined up just right. So I will show you that, just quick visual. I'll bring you over to the computer to show you that, and then we're good to go to get started on the 4 triangle blocks. Hey everyone, I'm at my computer now, and I am going to show you this quick because I'm starving and I want to go make some dinner, and Archer's starving and he's letting me know. So we're going to do this really quick. I'm going to open up Embellishment Essentials, close up what I used before, and file new page. And I'm sure I'll need my 9x14 hoop, and actually that's what I'm on. It says right down here, if you're not on the hoop you want, go up to this preferences folder, click on the hoop size you want, say okay, and then hit this compass button and H for hoop, so it'll zoom into the hoop. All right, so we're going to bring in the quilting design. I'm going to go to merge stitch file, and I'm going to look for the triangle bat. So here's centers and triangles October. And I'm going to do, actually I'm going to do both because then I can get both machines going. But I think I'm going to do, I'll start with the 9x14 bat, double click on that, it goes to the center. And then we need to bring in the embroidery design. So if I go to merge stitch file again, and we don't need to worry about changing colors or anything because we can only do one in a hoop anyway. All right, so I'm going to close up the quilting designs, go to the embroidery files. Pez is what I use for my machine, and we're looking for the no tricks, only treats design. There it is right there. Double click on that, and oh, look at it, it's already sideways. All right, so it's already sideways, so we don't have to rotate it, but you can see that it's very not centered, so we have to make sure to move it. So it goes to the center, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the design, and I only want the embroidery design, not the quilting design. So design 2, and then you can see from this little tick mark, why isn't my, oh, hold on a second, sorry, my mouse wasn't moving right. All right, so from this little tick mark in the center, we want to keep that centered. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use my arrow keys, and I'm hitting my left arrow key, and I'm going to go ahead and move that, and I want to move it to this outer line. All right, see this outer line? That's our basting stitch for our main fabric, and we want to line it up with that. All right, looks good right there. I'm going to check it to make sure this looks good as well. The easy way to check it, in my opinion, is to click on this compass button, move this crosshair to where you want to see exactly, and then just click the mouse, the scroll button on the mouse, and you can zoom in to be able to see how close you are. So it's really, really close. If I went down one, I think it'd be, yeah, too low. So I'm going to go ahead and keep with that. And then I can do that again. I can move this crosshair over here to check it and then zoom in, and it's great. It's not exact, like there's this tiny bit, but it's too much if I move it down. So it is close enough. Then I can go back to this compass button and hit H so that it zooms into the hoop, and you can see that you can see it's great. Perfect, perfect. So that was like as easy as can be. Like I said, we don't need to worry about any color sort. It was just to give you a visual of how to move that design. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do a file, save stitch file as, and I'm going to go back to that folder that I had it in. Mine is Cuties, and then I have it in the embroidery files, Pez, and I'm just going to name it October Triangle. And before that, I'm going to put 9x14 because I'm actually going to do the same thing with the 8x12 so that I can get both of my machines going. I only have one 9x14 hoop, so I'm going to do the 8x12 and the 9x14 very easily. Excuse Archer drinking water, you can hear that. I'm going to go to Utility, send to Solaris, say OK, file sent to machine. All right, and then real quick to do the other one, I'm going to go to File, New Page, and I'm going to bring in that quilting design. Right, there's the bundle, embroidery files, Pez, and back to that centers and triangle October. And this one I'm going to do the 8x12 right there. You can see the only difference is that it doesn't go as far. So see how, and it doesn't matter because neither of them go all the way anyway. We're going to cut it going all the way to the end, and I'll show that in photos. But you can see the difference there. It's just so that it will fit in the hoop. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take this design, rather than importing it in, I'm going to say Control C, and I'm going to go here to Control V. And wow, look at that. It's already right on top of it in the exact right spot. That was extremely easy. And I'm going to do a file, save stitch file as, and I'm going to name this one 8x12 October Triangle. Save. And then this one, I need my USB stick. My Dream Machine doesn't send wirelessly. Hold on. All right, and you can see it popped up showing the drive. It's my new drive. So I'm going to go to, actually I can just open up that folder. So I'm going to click on this folder. I'm on my F drive. I'm going to say Control N just to open up a new folder. And I'm going to go to where I have that saved. It's on my desktop. Cuties, right there, where I just saved it. The other option is you can actually, let me show you that other option. Since I've shown this other option lots of times where I just copy it and drag it over there. Another option is File, Save Stitch File As, and then I can select that drive. So I know I'm on my USB drive F, and I can name it October Triangle, and I'm going to name it 8x12. So I have it on my hard drive because I already saved it there, but this one I'm saving directly to that USB drive. All right, so that was super easy. You can see that it's already there, and then it's underneath my head so you can't see it, but you would be able, you should go to, what is it, like take out the drive safely, something like that. I don't remember the exact wording, but don't ever just pull that drive out from your computer. Always remove it, and it's down on the title bar at the bottom. And I'm on a PC, so it could be different on a Mac. Anyway, that was it. Super easy. So let's get started stitching all those triangle blocks. are you doing with your goal? I actually finished my September challenge last night with a run. It was a 2.44 mile run and an endurance run. So like no breaks, just run. And it was with this Olympic champion. She was pretty inspiring. But it was a good run. I felt pretty strong being able to do it, and it was supposed to be 2.31 miles based on the time that they gave us, and mine ended up being 2.44, so that made me feel good. It was a little bit longer than it was supposed to be, so that felt good. So what are you doing on your goal, and how is it going for you? My shirt today, you're gonna love this one. I love this one. Candy Corn Queen. How fun is that? I will look, and if I have the information on where I got it, I want to say it was So Cute applique, I think that's what it's called. But I remember looking one time and not finding it. So, but there are other designs that are really cute too within the same candy corn family. So anyway, either way, I will add information underneath this video for if I'm able to find the design for you. Oh, and by the way, the shirt. I love the shirt. Isn't it a cute shirt? It's like a V-neck, but not too low, and it fits really well. This was from Amazon. I'll add a link for that as well.